What up, everybody? Okay, I'm gonna do that thing where I'm trying to bring someone in to the conversation. Gus, my buddy Gus, who you guys will just love. So let me figure out how to bring him into the conversation. Okay. How is everyone today? Talk to me, talk to me. Let's see. Let me see. Let's get this thing to work. Happy Tuesday. I had to check myself what day it is today because I was in South Korea and I don't know what day it is. Like literally when you travel the world, it doesn't even matter. Hang on a second. Gus, you there? Thank you. Hang on one second. I might have to come back. Let's see. There he is. Add. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. Come on, Gus. Yeah, we did it.
Is this working?
This is working.
Yes.
How are you?
I am amazing. How are you doing?
Salted caramel, delicious.
I just had one.
Dude, they're so good.
It's bad. Like it's so good it's bad.
It's so good.
I'm drinking like 4 shakes a day right now.
Gains. Hashtag gains, right?
Hashtag gains. Absolutely.
Oh, well, I'm so excited to chat with you. I want everyone to know who you are. So why don't you just like tell everybody your story and how amazing you are?
Uh, I don't know about all that, but I am truly blessed and truly grateful and humbled to be where I am with the kind of people in my life that I have right now. And I've always been a people person. I grew up just getting along kind of with everybody and an athlete. And I've got this like, I've always wanted to be a little bit different too. And I'll tell you what, I found a lot of success in my mid to late 20s. I was a former college athlete, so I was always kind of in shape. I found some entrepreneurial ventures that were working for me. It was a trading time for money type ventures where I had to physically do the work, but I found some really, really big returns. I built a 6-figure bank account and I suffered an injury in 2011 that changed everything. I lost everything within a year, 6 figures in debt from 6 figures in my bank account, 50 pounds overweight, depression, anxiety, and thoughts of jumping off a balcony ran through my head. How's that for a Christmas jingle? But fortunately for me, I've got a strong faith, I've got a strong family, and I started with a big shift in my mindset, big shift in my attitude, how I looked at things, what I focused on. And when you start to do that and you start to surround yourself with positive people and you start to remove the negative and that rock bottom or below rock bottom in my life really sorted out who was real in my life and who was not.
Amen
it was the
to
best,
that. Yeah.
best gift ever.
Yeah.
It really lets you know who's there and cares about you.
Right.
And along this journey, there was a time where I was just praying for an angel and an amazing woman named Angelique, coincidentally, right, came into my life and offered me an opportunity to do something really, really big and wonderful that that I said no to. I'm praying for an angel, and this angel comes with
like,
an opportunity.
No.
And I said no. I said no for a while, mostly because of some past experiences. One of the things I learned along the way was we have to let things go, be open-minded, and be able to create. And when I really looked at it a little bit deeper and a little bit closer, saw the amazing people that were involved, how it was being done in the network marketing space specifically, it changed how I started to do and look at everything.
Yeah.
And here we are, from 6 figures in debt to a residual income that has freed me from not just the 9-to-5 world, from the small business owner world that consumed me, where my businesses own me. And I'm blessed to get to pay that forward and share this gift. And an awesome side effect was it put me in the best shape of my life. I've avoided the back surgery. I've never felt better. I'm aging backwards, and it's more simple than I've ever done
Right.
in my whole life.
That's amazing.
So here we are, and here I
Wow.
am with you.
Your before picture, because I didn't really realize, like, because when I met you, you know, I mean, Gus is just being humble, but he totally kicks butt at our business. I mean, he is so good at it. He actually earned a trip with us to Mexico. And I remember that, I think that's one of the more, we got to spend more time together. And I always just thought you were super fit. I thought you were just some fit dude, like kick butt CrossFitter. And I had no idea. I'll have to post for all you guys later after our call, Gus's before photo. Like, I mean, it's unbelievable what you've done. And, you know, I just love hearing, you know, your vulnerability and just your realness of hitting rock bottom. And so many people do. Life isn't perfect. Life is hard. And, you know, and I think you just sharing that, especially as a man, just gives other people either watching this or even in your life permission to just talk about those struggles, but and how they've come up from them, you know. And look at you now. I mean, you're a leader, and you're just a light, and I'm so grateful to work with you.
Thank you. I'm just as grateful for you and watching your journey and hearing your story of where you came from. And would it be awesome for me? I know your audience all knows you mostly. You may have some new people following, but not everybody in my world does.
Yeah.
And I'd love for you to share your story a little bit and where you're at now, where you started, and, you know,
Yeah.
and where you're at.
Yeah, well, absolutely. No, I love it. So you've been taking our products for 5 years. I've been taking them for 8. Yeah, so I started our network marketing business when I was just 23 years old. I am originally from Minnesota. I'm at my home here in LA. Today it's like sunny. I'm staring at the Pacific Ocean. I love it. I just got in from South Korea, I think like 48 hours ago. So, I mean, I'm like all over the place, and I just did a call with the UK team. So, I mean, things are rocking over here, but things were not always rocking, let me tell you. And I just got done telling that group that, you know, I struggled to even figure out how to get started in my network marketing business until I realized it was food. But the thing is, I was a massage therapist. I worked for a doctor in Minnesota, and I nannied 4 boys. I even bought a house on a short sale. I had 3 girls live with me to pay the rent. Like, I was a hustler at a young age. I was raised by a single mom. Like, I just knew I had to work, but I did not know how to create wealth. So I was living paycheck to paycheck. Can anyone relate to that? It's like you leave your house early, and I've loved fitness forever. I mean, I found the Eat Clean cookbook and Oxygen magazine, and like I fell in love with fitness after I graduated high school because I didn't do the whole college route. So I was someone who cooked and chopped and prepped all my food. I ate out of Tupperware. I competed for a little bit in Fitness America, but I was on the struggle bus in terms of energy. Oh my gosh, I drank about a pot of coffee a day. I was yo-yo dieting. It was like 3 days on, and then I wanted more food. You know what I mean? It was just awful. And a girlfriend of mine took our products, and I watched her. And if you guys follow me, you know her name's Holly. She's my best friend now. Not at the time though. I watched her, you know, take these products, and she lost 90 pounds, Gus. And I saw that transformation, which is so amazing. But what I saw was her skin, her energy levels, the vitality, and we'd work out together, and she would like kick my butt, and she's like 10 years older than me. And I'm like, okay, I'm super competitive, anybody that knows me. And I'm like, what is going on? And so that was the clue for me. Like, okay, I need something else. And she would always say, like, you know, you're not getting your nutrition from food alone, right? And I'm like, shut up. Like, I didn't want to hear it. And then what really got me though was when I was struggling personally, just with the whole money situation. I mean, if you guys can relate to, like, money causes so much stress, like it can cripple you, right? And I saw her start to do the business side of taking our products of our company. And that's what intrigued me, because Gus, I saw her have time freedom. I saw her choose who she got to work with. I saw her travel the world. And I'm like, dude, whatever it is your company hiring? I want to do it. Like, so that's when I got started with the products and the business all together as one. People always ask me, and it's like, it's all together. It's not separate. It's all together. Right. So I got started. And once I understood residual income and in our company, I was like, who the heck wouldn't do this? Who would not do this? I mean, that's the belief level I had. Went to work on it. My gosh, you know, so many failures, so many learning lessons. But I mean, if you look at all of it, I mean, I just never gave up, and you know, became a millionaire by the time we're 26, and you know, now we're living here, loving life. And what I'm most excited about is just all the people's lives are changing. I mean, my gosh, I was just talking to a family in Ireland who's like super excited. And like, you know, I was just in South Korea where people, you know, are struggling to pay their bills. Like it's everywhere, right? And it's like giving people hope. And that's what fires me up every single day.
Oh God, I love that. Like, you're just so incredible. Your energy, your passion for it. And I think that's what it comes down to. It's, you know, we have a need and there's a solution. And you know what? Like when I opened my mind up to just trying new things, it changed everything. Like I actually stopped taking supplements because I learned what was going on in the supplement industry. When I was going through my health transformation. I started juicing vegetables. I couldn't physically work out, you know, and then it was just all these different things that people throw at you in that supplement world. And it was just stop. And then when I saw this and I saw that the opportunity attached to it, I didn't want to do that at first, but man, it was one of those things like, what if this works for me? Like, what if this works? And that's what I needed the most. Was I needed that financial solution, because I'll tell you what, when you're 6 figures in debt, it's really hard to imagine how you're going to crawl out of that when you're trading time for money. You can only physically work so many hours, and you can only get paid so much in those hours. And that was a struggle. And then when I had my own business, I couldn't even pay myself for 8 months. I was doing marketing for a chiropractor, and I was doing personal training in between 4 a.m. until 11 p.m. Like for 2 years I did that. And it was just, there's got to be a better way, right? There's got to be a better way. And here I am. I have this side income that has been saving me this whole time for a year and a half. 300, 500, $1,000 in a month would come to me on the side. And I didn't realize that was covering all my essential needs during that time by just talking and sharing, you know, what we have here. So how do we help people open their minds up? How do people get started, like, in this? Who are we looking to serve? Like, who's that person praying in quiet desperation that doesn't even know this exists, and what do they got to do? How do we help them understand this?
You know, it's funny now. It's like, I don't get objections because I don't know if it's my story. I don't know if it's my posture. I don't know what, but there's probably people out there that do have those reservations. And sometimes I think it's like the way you've been approached about network marketing in the past, or if you come from, you know, the Amway, which I love. I love all network marketing, but those days where you had to go door to door, and it was just it was a way different way of business. You know, now we've got technology, things like that. So if you've like a little bit of a stigma, if you had a bad experience with it, which when people say they had a bad experience, I always ask, like, what do you even mean by that? Like, what do you mean? And a lot of times they can't even answer me. They're like, well, you know, I bought some products, and I'm like, and you didn't do anything? Like, so it's network marketing's fault that you didn't go to the trainings, that you didn't try that. So now it's network marketing's fault. You know what I mean? So if it's one of those things, you just have to ask yourself, like, what is your hang up? Because this is one of the fastest growing business models in the world. Okay. One of the fastest. And in fact, Forbes predicted it's going to continue to rise in the next 10 years, 20 years. I mean, people are looking for home-based businesses. The millennials, they're driven by contribution and time freedom, right? What does network marketing provide? Both of those things. Okay, because you're not going to make any money unless you serve other people, right?
Mm-hmm.
So again, it's a rising tide lifts all boats. I think one of the Kennedys said that. Like this, it's rising and it will continue rising. And you just have to look at, you know, finding a product that you're passionate about, that's consumable, that's real, that's emotional, that's visible, that no matter what the economy looks like, people could still spend money on it. That's life changing, right? And that's what you need to look for, you know, that you can get fired up about, that you're going to have to talk about for a long time, you know? So I'd say that's the first thing. You got to be passionate about it. You got to be connected to it. And just know that with anything you do in life, there is going to be people who don't agree with you. There is going to be ignorant people. There just will be with anything, whether it's religious beliefs, political beliefs, the way you live your life. Like there is always going to be people hate CrossFit. Some people don't believe in chiropractic work. Like there's going to be something with everything. Okay. And so that's where you have to realize getting into this is that, you know, you might get some weird comments from people that are uninformed, misinformed, whatever, right? And so that's when you just have to be strong enough to know, and you have to have the great mentorship to know that that's totally normal. That's totally normal. I had people laugh at me when I started this business, and now, you know, they're begging to get my attention.
Yes, they are. Absolutely true. I mean, I watch how people how they come to you now, and it's incredible because that first year you did struggle. I remember you sharing some of that. You know, it wasn't a simple journey. It was a simple journey, right?
Yeah.
It was simple, but you know, nothing's ever really easy. But again, when you find something that you're passionate about, that it actually, to be honest, I started it because I knew it was going to save me money from what I was spending on my food. Like I knew I was going to save money by starting, and I was just like, I hope this works. It was one of those, I hope it works. I'm going to give it all I got, and I never felt better. And I felt so good. I didn't have a choice but to start talking about it. And then when I got intentional and actually understood network marketing, that vehicle that never worked for me before, well, I learned that I just never worked for it. It becomes easy to not work for something that you don't have to invest a lot into. You know, people will lose their marriage, their relationships, their everything, their life over a business that they've invested in because they're stuck. They're stuck in it, but they wouldn't, if they put a tenth of that energy into a vehicle like this, it would transform their entire life because it wouldn't interfere with what they're doing. Right? So that was, that's what I needed to do. Like for somebody who was working, you know, 12, 13, 14, 15 hours a day, in a place where I couldn't even share my network marketing opportunity initially because of a deal I had with some other, things in my business. You know, it was like, I still made it work because I wanted it to work. I wanted financial freedom in my life. I wanted, you know, when I missed that summer trip to Greece to go see my grandfather that I promised I would do, when I missed it and then he died that summer, let me tell you what a gut punch that was. You know, missing the holidays with my family and waking up on Christmas morning that same year to Skype with my family. I made a promise to myself that next year that would never, ever, ever happen again, and I'm going to find a way. And that's when I started to look at this thing differently. And when I got intentional with it, it changed my whole life. For the last 2 years, I've been able to be present at everything that I chose to be because I wanted to be or didn't want to be, not because of another force or having to ask permission to somebody. And that's all I wish for people is that whatever that freedom means for them, like to know that there is a vehicle there, no matter what you're going through, no matter where you're starting, that can make that happen if you want it to if you want to let it, you know, be and take the steps that you need to do it. So,
Amen, brother. I
get fired up.
Yeah. What would you say, you know, so I've been in this 8 years, you've been in it 5, and it's an evolutionary process. We know that you go through all the stages. You know, I love it, I'm excited, and then you're like, I'm not so sure, like, am I good enough to do this? Like failure, you know, maybe I just like the products, maybe I'm not so into the opportunity. Like you guys, it's normal. It's totally normal. But what has made you, like, obviously you just said, like, oh my gosh, like those examples you just gave of time freedom, of being able to live life by choice, right? And be present. I mean, that's life right there, buddy. But what, there's probably people watching this right now that they have these reservations in their head. Like, what are some things that you did and continue to do to keep evolving and growing? Because I have been blessed to be able to watch you emerge as a leader, as a man the past 5 years, and it's just so awe-inspiring. But what are some things like you've done intentionally to get to where you're at?
Oh, I mean, really, really simple. You're the average of the 5 people you surround yourself with.
Yeah.
So you have to know your environment. You have to get around people that you want to be like, or who are doing things that you want to do. If you're struggling in your relationships, who are the people around you? What kind of relationships do they have with their significant others, their spouses? If you're struggling with your finances or your health, what are the people around you doing, saying, what are you feeding your mind and your time with? I guarantee you where your struggles are is what your surroundings are.
Whoa.
And that's one of the biggest things for me. It was a moment, and that's what I started to do. I started to do the personal development. I started to fill my mind with the Tony Robbins and the Brendan Bouchard stuff and the network marketing professionals who were doing it, because the only people that ever gave me about network marketing were the people who failed at network marketing. And I would never, let me tell you, this is real talk right now, right? Because we're honest.
Drop it, let's go.
The moment someone mentioned this to me, I never forgot it. The people who are knocking this thing down, right? Or are giving you this negative type advice. One, why did they fail? What are they currently doing? And would you trade life places with these people? Would you want to be in their shoes, in their life? Are they just bashing, or are they offering solutions for a better life the way they have? They don't.
Right.
And they don't offer that. And it was just like, you're right. I got to talk to the people who are doing it. I got to get to this event. I remember I walked into this huge freaking mansion of a house, with David and Angelique, and I met you and I met
fun.
Chris and Lori, and I was just like,
yeah.
Like, these are my people. Like I got chills, like energy, and the most humble, giving, caring people in the world, and at just the highest level of success. And I was like, this is the kind of world I want to be in, with these kind of people that are solutions-based thinkers, that are problem solvers, that that had the struggle and look at the struggle as the opportunity to grow, and not as the reason to complain and be a victim in their life every single day.
Right.
And it was like, that was the biggest thing for me. So personal development, consistency, you got to stay in the game. You got to stay in the game. You got to find a way to make it work, right? If you don't like the way the shake makes you feel, then there's 90 other products that can help move the needle in your health, right? Like, no joke. So how do we make a combination of these things work in your lifestyle, move money that you're already spending to put a free business in your pocket? Because that's what it is. It's a free business with a huge opportunity in your pocket. By just finding a way to move the needle in something that, no matter how rich or broke you are, your health is everything. It's all we have in the end, right? Even the guy who's drinking a Monster Red Bull and a crap snack at the convenience store every day, have a freaking healthy protein bar and an e-shot, and you've got $1 million business in your pocket, right? So,
it's mind-blowing, right? No, I love what you said. Like, everything, gosh, I just have to recap. No, everything he's talking about, it's like, when I speak to people that are struggling in their business, I'm always like, who are you hanging out with? What have you been doing? And it's a lot of times they've been hanging out with low vibing, bottom feeder kind of basement friends. And not that you don't hang out with them. It's not that, I'm not saying that. It's just, you have to guard your time and your focus, and you give them love. And then, you shoe fly, right? You get the heck out, because your future depends on it. It literally does. It depends on it. And, if you hang out with people that poo-poo this and poo-poo that, the next thing you're going to be doing is poo-pooing your life. I mean, it's just the way it goes, right? I cannot tell. I totally, everything you're saying is like, bam, bam, bam. A lot of my closest friends are, millionaires, multi-millionaires. I mean, they are, and they just think differently. They really, really do. So I love what you're saying. You have to stay intentional. You have to stay focused, stay in the game. Yeah, you're so on point.
Yeah, I'm excited. We're just getting started, right?
We are. I mean,
just getting started. We're in a $1 billion company already. Okay, a debt-free $1 billion company that is going to 5 billion next, and it's like, the goal is to double in the next couple of years. It's like the beginning of something just largest health and wellness company in the world. Like, we're going there. It's 100% happening because it's working. 16 years in, and it's just getting started. Like, who wants to get healthy? Who wants to make money with us? Like, let's go. What are we waiting for? It's so simple. It's a no-brainer. Look at the kind of people that you get to hang out with and be a part of. Look at how amazing this woman is right here. Like, who doesn't want to hang out with this kind of group of people? And it's just positive and uplifting. Are the people dragging you down? They're lifting you up. It's really simple. It's a yes or no question, right? Like, what's going on here? You in or you out? Like, what kind of life you want? You want a better life, or you want to stay where you are? It's not that complicated.
That's what's up. I mean, that's the thing. That's the thing, Gus. That is the thing. People, and I was like this. Like, I went back, those little time hop things on your Facebook where you can look back. And I looked at like 2010, which is the year I started Isogenics, but I looked at before. Then I was like, I'm so tired, long day at work. Those are like my Facebook statuses. I mean, I was not a positive beam of light. Like, I wasn't. And I was kind of, but the thing is, I saw something, I'm like, oh, we can change the exit. You're on the freeway, the exit is right there. Are you going to get off, or are you going to stay on? You know what I mean? Like, it's like the fork in the road kind of thing. It's like the hamster on the hamster wheel. If you want to keep spinning around that thing, or do you want to get off? Right? And so that's the thing that I think, Gus, I know you can probably relate to me. It's like, we talk to people so much that they can tell you their problems until they're blue in the face. But when it comes to changing it and actually being like, okay, we heard enough of your stuff. Let's get over this now. That's when people like stop, and they just want to live in their shit. I mean, they just want to live in it. You know what I mean? And you just become a crap magnet, and you attract more of it because you're just living in it. You're not doing anything to just move on in your life. And that's the thing, like, we're speaking to you people right now. And I know you're out there, right? Or maybe you're just in a funk, but those are the people that I'm like, you got to just do something, or you're going to be in the same spot next year. I guarantee, New Year's resolution's going to come, and you're going to be like, this is going to be the fittest, healthiest year I'm ever going to have. This is the year that everything changes. Get ready. Watch out. And what's going to happen a year from now? The same thing. And Gus, I don't know if you want to talk about that at all, but like, it bugs me so bad. And I just want to like shake people, because it's just like, you gotta move forward, or nothing is going to change.
Yeah. Here's the thing with that type of a crowd, and I love people. Like,
I do too.
I will give. I get emotional just thinking about, literally, I get emotional thinking about the pain that I know some people are in right now that I don't have any control over, right? Yeah. And all I can do is, I think I shared something with somebody. I was like, if you were drowning and I threw you a life raft, would you grab it, right? And they're like, oh, of course. And it's just like, then why are you denying yourself from all these life rafts that are being thrown at you from so many different directions? Wow. How can you be picky about the lifesaver when you're drowning? Just grab the lifesaver, say yes, and then figure it out, right? Just grab on and let it give you some hope until the next one comes in, if that's not the right one for you, But you got to do something. How many days can you replay this pain? Are you more afraid of the new thing that you want to start, or are you more afraid of where you're going to be 5 years from now if you don't start the thing, right? I talked about fear the other day, and it was like, I let fear drive me. I don't let it paralyze me. Because that was my thing. I turn fear and anxiety into excitement so that I get excited to do the new thing that makes me anxious, that I'm not sure about. But then I also use it to fuel me, because I'm afraid of going back to how life used to be. I will never, ever, ever write another resume again. I will never be stuck in traffic unless I choose to drive and set an appointment at traffic time, because I want to listen to a podcast knowing I'm going into traffic on purpose.
Yes.
Literally. You know?
Yeah, the only way I'm going into traffic is if I'm going to like a Lakers game or like a good concert, or I'm not going on the 405.
Absolutely true. Absolutely true. But there is an opportunity for anybody to make a difference in their life because we literally have thousands. It's not like, oh, I know a few people, thousands of testimonials, thousands of transformation stories physically, financially, from that extra few $100s a month that helps that family because that extra 300 to 500 could literally save a marriage. And to the millionaires that are in this company, to the very, very extreme, there is an opportunity for everybody. I don't care if you're working 5 jobs. Guess what? You're eating food anyway, and you're talking to people anyway, and you've got people like us who are going to help you make that happen in those tiny little pockets of your everyday life. It's just starting. You have to start somewhere, and you're going to learn, or you're going to grow, or you're going to break through, and it's going to be the most amazing thing that's ever happened to you. But you don't know what you don't know, and you can't go off of what didn't work for you. Use those past experiences in your other business, in your other network marketing thing that you did that didn't work for you, and use everything you didn't like about it or didn't work for you. Be honest with yourself, acknowledge why it may not have worked, right? And then see if you can grow and learn and just move into a new vehicle that's going to take you to where you want to go, because you didn't try it for no reason. There was some seed planted. I did network marketing a long time ago because a seed planted in my head that there was an opportunity to change and grow my life. And because it didn't work, I let it block me. But then it was just like, that thought never goes away. You never think about not wanting to make extra money and residual money and having freedom. So that seed is still there, right? Let it grow. Like, find a new vehicle, find a new farmer, right? Whose soil you can jump into, that's going to help water you and help you bloom into that, that amazing human that you really are, that everybody is. And you can always do it, especially when the vehicle like ours, okay, and I'm going to just be a little biased here, is money that we're already spending.
I know.
It is 100% money that is already being spent. Move it, give yourself a business, learn how to be an entrepreneur, right? And earn while you learn, because that's what we have on this table. And we're here. You'll see us every day in our group. Like, we're there. We're showing. We're sharing. There's no secrets.
There's no secrets. I mean, it's like we're like late night last night till 10 o'clock on calls. Hundreds of people. They got the plan they got to do this week, because we have an incredible event going on for Black Friday. So if you guys want to learn about our nutritional systems, our business opportunity, contact one of us and we'll set you up for Friday. It's a very exclusive call that I'm doing, but you're gonna be fired up and get a real treat if you decided to get going with us. Gosh, Gus, you are so incredible. I'm so honored to work with you. I really am. Like, we are changing so many lives. We are. And like you said, we're just getting started. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, network marketing is on the rise. Home-based businesses are on the rise. Nutrition, the health and wellness industry is bigger than it's ever been, and it's only going to continue to increase. And it's like we've got it all right here. And I was just talking to business owners who do stuff with Amazon. They do a lot of different businesses, and they only started with us because they wanted clean products. The wife was a nutritionist, and she's very into adaptogens, and she's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is network marketing, but we need products. So anyway, they got on the products, and they both have released weight. Their skin's looking better. Their kids are doing the shakes. It's just the base of their nutrition. And then they looked into the business side, and they were like, this feels like illegal, because they're entrepreneurs, and they're like, we're so used to formulating products. We're so used to distribution. We're so used to having to pay employees. We're so used, like, this is easy. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, it's like, it is easy. That's how we're able to move faster, help more people. And that's why every normal person, whether you're an American watching this or in Canada, I know we've got a lot of UK friends, whatever, like, you're able to work your full-time business, raise your full-time families, and still do this business in the pockets of your life. That's an opportunity. Okay?
Amen. 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 shoot. I'm like listening and I'm just like, just my heart is filling up. And then all of a sudden at the same time, we've got my friend Liz here who's commenting, and someone like this who didn't have a job when she started, right, was trying to pick up some part-time side end things, scrounged up her last few dollars to get started because of she's got over 100 pounds to lose, this crazy health goal with all these prescriptions that she's on. And I'll tell you what, totally compliant. She figured out a way to get started. She is down almost 50 pounds already.
Oh my gosh, Liz, that's amazing.
She found a way to get to the last event, and the only reason she's been able to stay on this health journey is because she's been getting her products more than paid for since she started. Right. She's going to be in our 100-pound club. She's going to be in our Millionaire Club one day, and it started with just that determination to nothing is going to stop me. My life, my health, my future is more important than my current situation, and I'm going to do whatever it takes in this moment to take the next step. Just take the next step. And here she is. She's on, she's watching, she stays plugged in. That's the most important thing, guys. When you have an opportunity to be a part of something, you have to stay plugged in. Those who engage the most have the most success. Those who get to the events have the most success. Those who disappear, they don't comment, they don't post, they don't jump on, they don't fill their mind with the stuff that's working, fall off, and they go gone. And then they say it didn't work, but they took themselves out of that surrounding that we talked about earlier. You got to be in it. You got to stay with it.
You got to stay in it. You got to. That's why I am registered. Ellen, speaking at New Year Kickoff, our big event in Arizona, speaking at GoPro, the world's biggest network marketing event in just a couple weeks with Eric Worre, right? You have to stay plugged in. Like you just do. So awesome. I love it. Liz, congratulations. So she's down 50 pounds.
That's it. Halfway to the mark.
Amazing. Keep it going. Yeah. Well, we should do this more often, Gus. What do you say?
I'm in. We should do like a mindset monthly Monday something. We'll figure something out.
Yeah.
Like at least something like that, and just kind of talk about different topics, answer different questions, see what the field and see what people are asking and want to know about, and we'll hop on it.
I love it. We can do hashtag real talk.
Hashtag real talk. Let's do that.
I think that's how you and I roll. We're just like, I'm like, did I just say that? Oh, I just said that. Okay.
That just happened.
Let
you know.
Yeah.
That's it. I think we have to ask those uncomfortable questions and put people in those real scenarios and be vulnerable, because that's what makes it work. You got to get people to think differently, right?
Absolutely.
So,
all right.
You're amazing.
Well, thank you guys. Have a great day.
Thank you all.
If you want to learn more about what Gus and I are talking about, let us know. If you have topics you want Gus and I to talk about, let us know, because I think we might have just started something, Gus.
I think so too.
Okay.
I think so too. We're in.
All right.
High five. Virtual high five.
Let's go. Let's go.
All
okay.
Right. Guys, we love you all. Thank you so much.
Okay. Talk to you soon. Bye.